कि यही एक तरह से तमन्ना होगी कि आज वो 100 का आंकड़ा किसी ना किसी तरह पार करे। और ये शख्स जो अभी हमारी स्क्रीन पे दिखाई दे रहे थे, यूसुफ, ये कितना कमाल करते हैं वो देखना दिलचस्प रहेगा। सेलिब्रिटी क्रिकेट लीग है तो खूबसूरती की कोई कमी नहीं होने वाली है। और यहाँ पे क्राउड cheering and jeering for their favorite celebrity. खयूम नए बॉलर हैं, उमर खयूम, तेलुगु वॉरियर्स के लिए। और चौथा ओवर शुरू होने वाला है।
Vinit, this is the best so far power play score, 32 for 1, which Bengal Tigers has got it. That's a great shot.
Good shot. Will they get a couple? No, they've just come back for a single. Running between the wickets, ये जो एग्रेशन दिखना चाहिए इस वक्त, मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि उसकी अहमियत अभी पहचानी गई है इस टीम के द्वारा, कम से कम।
I think they are looking only to score in the form of boundaries. That's the reason the running between the wickets, we are seeing a little less an effort on that.
Or perhaps it's the fatigue.
I don't see a fatigue because
it's the second match of the day.
Probably because they had a rest in between the game. But again, that how much hungry you are to win the game. It's only T10 winning. It's not T20 or 50 overs format. One blast and you are done it. So I think they got to give the best, because if they win here, Bengal Tigers, they get straight into finals.
Well, it's interesting to see the wicketkeeper wearing a baseball catcher's helmet and protecting himself. Always good to see such inventions, such improvisations, Sunil, on the cricket field. Perhaps a tip, a cue that the Indian team can also pick up.
These days, we do get so many new innovations in the form of protection to yourself. And it's good to see that. Those innovations, keeps you comfortable as far as your protection is concerned. But you need to get used to it.
Absolutely. Dot balls always mount pressure on the batsman. Let's see how this one is played. Well, he's tried to nudge it towards point, but it's been intercepted. Another good piece of fielding from the Telugu teams. Manoj Tiwari there, popular actor, popular politician, and even a better cricketer. He's up next, and it's sure to be an entertaining match.
Manoj Tiwari, very popular person across the country.
What was that, Sunil?
Not required from Uday Pratap. He can give a strike to Yusuf.
Exactly.
When Yusuf is middling the ball very well.
Well, it's a very good over. Three
Absolutely.
dot balls, just 3 runs coming off of it, and the last ball. Pressure, gentlemen, lot of pressure.
That's where is a format called T10.
Well, a bad shot and an equally bad attempt, and that ends the 4th over. 35 to the loss of 1 wicket. Is the new bowler.
Yusuf on strike. Beneath, if you look at Yusuf, even in the first innings when he got his 30 odd runs, always looked to go horizontal shots. That's the one thing which relied most of the batsmen, considering the boundaries, shorter boundaries on the square.
Well, this is the time that Yusuf has to live up to his namesake. Perhaps play like Yusuf Pathan and get those big shots. Well, there's an attempt, whether it'll be futile or not. Well, that's a welcome boundary, and it's Uday Pratap who's broken that jinx. Well, the bowler seemed to be a little stunned. He could not believe that that could have been a boundary. But sloppy fielding and lazy chases lead to boundaries.
But finally, Uday Pratap got this time. He was trying from couple of overs. Finally, he succeeded in this one, getting a boundary. Tigers moves the total to 40 at 4.2 overs. Yeah, really missed on the last over, Vineet. They should have got more runs.
They should have gotten more runs, but let me tell you, this is not a bad start. Oh, very sloppy fielding, and that's perhaps going to not go all the way to the boundary, but it will give an extra run to the Bengal Tigers.
It's very important, Uday Pratap. Keep rotating the strike and give more strike to Yusuf so that he can pile up runs. They need to get 100, minimum 100 on this wicket. Samrat, another one. Can he get a boundary? Yes. Brilliant, Uday Pratap. Good innovations. This is going to be a very expensive over, Vineet. Already 11 runs in this over.
कोशिश यही कर रहे हैं यूसुफ की किसी तरह फाइन लेग की तरफ शॉट खेली जाए.
I think Telugu Warriors need to look at the fine leg one. They're bowling without a fine leg, I guess. Akhil, the Warriors captain, need to rework his strategy.
Absolutely. Not to get carried away by the cheering of the crowd and focus back on the game and realize that just a single over can turn the match on its axis, and that's a good shot. Whether it's going to go all the way, it's a sixer. Well done. Great shot, and this over is not turning out to be well for the Warriors.
One more ball to go, Vineet. Is already a big over. Whatever it was missed on the fourth over, it has got compensated in this over.
Well, whatever Qayyum in fact tried to achieve through his minimalistic economical over has been completely devastated by the Bengal Tigers and Samrat in this over. The last ball of this over, and will be interesting to see. Well, it's a miss. And it's not given a wide. The batsman seems upset, but it's 52 for 1 after 5 overs.
They've gone past the 50, scoring at 10.4 runs per over. In the commentary box, I'm Raman Banod. With me, Ajay Mehra. If they continue to score at this rate, well, you're looking at 100 plus on the board. The way Bengal are batting with 9 wickets still in hand, you'd probably expect them to go past 110. Sandy is all padded up, the helmet on, waiting for his chance to go out there and have a crack at the bowling. Ajay, he does like to have a go at the bowlers, doesn't he?
Absolutely, he's a good striker. We've seen him in the past as well. Mandy, Sandy, all can be very useful.